Dr. Kerr and I teach 8th grade English, and we were supposed to talk about who inspired us in teaching. So I guess the first person who really inspired me in teaching was my mother-in-law. She taught me to have high expectations because all students can achieve, know skills, and be able to teach skills in multiple ways because one size fits no one. Another person who's really taught me a lot about teaching are my dog trainers. It reminds me what it's like to be a student and how hard it can be to learn a new skill, and that it takes a lot of time and practice and patience. And the third person who inspired me in teaching is Angelique Littlejohn. She's taught me to be patient and kind and compassionate, and how one-to-one sessions with students can make all the difference in the world. So those are the three main people who have taught me about teaching.
Okay, what a great question. A teacher who inspired me in 30 seconds. That's going to be tricky because I can think of three, but I'll just talk about Dr. Griffith, who was a college professor, a fiery little guy from Philadelphia, who made me see how interesting language arts could be and how it could shape my thinking and my values. And he also showed me that I had some work to do on my writing. So he was great. He loved his subject. I would say the way that he shaped the way that I want to teach is I also want to help you connect language arts to your own life, and I hope to be as inspirational as he was.
Hello, I've had some really inspiring teachers throughout my educational career, but one man that stands out to me above all the others is Dr. Meme. He was my biology professor in college. He taught me about engagement. He always started the lesson with a magic trick, which got us all excited and pumped for the lesson. He was knowledgeable and he was very well-rounded. He played in an orchestra and did all of these other things. He had a military career, and he was fascinating and interesting, and he made me love the content, and he kept us all excited.
Mr. Woodard, Mr. Corhonen, Mr. Mock, Mr. Holroyd, Miss Harmon, all were important to me. They were all teachers that just really emulated their passions and loves of what they taught, and also helped us to figure out not only how to love those subjects in our own ways and figure out what we were passionate about, but also how to see it in the world around us. And I think I loved getting to see their personalities shine and see them build relationships with us. And I knew I was cared about, and that my ideas were important, and that I was always going to have a good time. I was going to learn things through hands-on stuff, projects, and doing mock trials, and getting ready for choir concerts and band concerts. And we were going to do things like invest in the stock market and just crazy cool things like that. So I think that's what I try to emulate a lot in my classes, is just a lot of hands-on and care.
Hey, it's Mr. McNamee, and I guess a teacher that influenced me was probably my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Johnson. She wasn't very nice, but she always held me to a high standard, and I had some behavioral issues, but she always acted like she thought I could rise above that, and she always held me to a high standard based on that. And I spent a lot of time cleaning chalkboards and desks and things because of that. But I think I'm a better person today because of those high standards, and I think I try and hold students to those high standards too. Incidentally, I was thinking about her because I recently ran into her in town, and she grabbed me by the arm and she said, "Oh, you turned out so good. I'm very surprised you didn't end up in prison." So I guess there's that.